name's Ryan Schmidt. I'm eager to start your team in Busan later this month. Just before I start my lesson, the JB speaking lesson, I just wanted to introduce what I'm doing. In this short video, I'd like to demonstrate my teaching style. I think the best way to teach Avalon material is to follow the steps and instructions the textbook provides. I believe the best way to show my teaching style in this video is to review a page of the textbook, as I would do in the classroom. I would teach all pages in the same way. I'm not going to show you every single page due to time constraints. I would like to show you some material that I made to keep the students interested, and it hopefully will show you a little bit of who I am. Finally, I'd like to show you how I'd finish the lesson after completing all of the pages with the students. I have sent to you an email of the speaking activity that I created that would review most of the material taught in the lesson. And if I was teaching and I didn't have time to get to this extra material, I wouldn't use it because I really believe in the Avalon system, but I just think it would be a fun way to review material with the students if we did complete the lesson. With that said, I'll start the lesson now. And I'm in a conference room, so it's very difficult to move around, but if I was in a real classroom, I'd like to move around and interact with the kids. Okay, I'll start the lesson now. Good afternoon, JB. How was school? I'd like you to tell me one amazing thing that you did at school today. And there's rules. You can't say everything, nothing, or anything. You have to speak in one full sentence. That's how we're going to start our class today. So I'm going to start with Jenny. How was your day? What was great about it? You had an amazing lunch? Okay, what did you have for lunch? You had kimchi fried rice. Oh, very good. Did your mom make it? Yeah, she did. Okay. Mike, how was your day? It was really interesting. Why was it really interesting? Oh, you had a science experiment. What did you do? You did an egg drop? So you dropped an egg from really high. Oh, wow. Did it break? Oh, it did? Oh, that's not good. Okay. So what I'd like you to do is make sure your cell phones are off and in your bag. Okay, great. The next thing I'd like you to do is get out a pen or pencil, an eraser, and I would like you to get out your speaking textbooks. Can you please open your books to page 14? Jenny, what's the first thing that we do when we open our textbook? Good. Answer. We look at the title and the pictures. Kevin, what does the title say? Can you read it for us? Good. What does she do? So now we're going to look at the pictures. So looking at this picture, what does she do? Who are we talking about? Kevin? Okay, you think we're talking about the adult. Good, so there's the adult and children in the picture. So, Kevin, what do you think the adult is? Who is she? What is she doing? She's a teacher. Very good. Mike, what do you think she's doing? What is she doing? She is? Very good answer. She is teaching. I like how you spoke in a full sentence. Very good. Okay, so what I'd like us to do now is our vocabulary practice. Write the correct numbers to the words, then answer the questions. I'm going to give you 2 minutes, starting now. Go. Okay, very good. Let's take up our work. So the first picture, what job is this? Again, we're speaking in full sentences. He is. Mike? Correct answer. He is a doctor. Mike, how did you know he was a doctor? Very good. He's wearing a white coat. Kevin, is there any other ways we know he's a doctor? Oh, you're right. He's wearing something around his neck. We'll get back to that. Picture number 2. Who is he? Ellie. You're right. Correct answer. He's a teacher. Ellie, how did you know he was a teacher? He looks like me? Okay, similar clothes, I get it. Jenny, is there any other ways we know he's a teacher? He's in front of this? Okay, does anyone know what this is? It's called the board. Right, that's a dead giveaway. We know he's a teacher. Picture number 3. Ellie. Who's in picture number 3? He is yes, he is a police officer. How did you know he's a police officer? Okay, looks like the movies. And he's in a car. Okay. Picture number 4. Jenny. Right. He is a pilot. What do pilots do? Pilots drive planes? I don't think they drive planes. Think of birds. What do pilots do? Okay, that's right. Pilots fly planes. So now that we looked at all these pictures, can we just review our pronunciation? Doctor, good. Teacher, good. Police officer, good. Pilot, good. We have perfect pronunciation today. Do you know anyone who has these jobs? Ellie, your uncle's a pilot? Wow. Where does he fly? Korean Air. Oh wow, I took that plane to get to Korea. It's a very long flight, 13 hours. Okay, so now that we know what the jobs are, I'd like you to match the pictures with the job. So again, today we're talking about jobs. Okay, so what job does this go to? Okay, we're talking about that earlier, right? Around the neck. It's a doctor. This picture matches with the doctor job. So again, a job is what we do for money. Does anyone know what this is? Look at this shape. Oh, very good. Very good, Mike. It's a heart. So why do doctors use this? Right, to listen to your heart. Why would doctors want to listen to your heart? Kevin, you're right. Doctors want to listen to your heart so they can make sure you're healthy. So if we want to know what this word is, let's look at the back. Everyone, repeat after me. It's a big one. Stethoscope. Stethoscope. Very good pronunciation. So I'll put this picture with doctor. Okay, I'm going to stop here because I'm just running short on time. I would continue. I have the handcuffs for police officers, a book bag for teachers, a cockpit for pilots, and I have a picture of a chef. So after going through every single page of the lesson like I just did, what I would hope to get to is a review activity. I would like kind of like a game. I'd like to get the students up, moving, and speaking. So I give the students this handout, which I've emailed to you, and it's a fairly simple handout. What does she do? With a partner, each choose a different job from the textbook and pretend that it's your job. One student asks 5 questions. The other student should answer. Remember to take turns answering the questions. Each team will share their answers with the class. Okay, so again, they're pretending that they're one of the jobs that they learnt about in the textbook. So for example, I would demonstrate before the students got into pairs. We'd do it as a class together so they would know what they're doing. And I gave them sentence starters to help them with their conversations. So as a class, we would do a chef, and I'm going to do the first 2 questions of the handout. So the first question would be, what is your job? And again, I gave them a sentence starter. I am, and And then I would write, I am a chef. The second question, where do you work? And it would be, again, the sentence starter is, I work at a restaurant. Again, I gave them that sentence starter. So then they would get up, do their handouts, and start conversations, and then present to the class, only if there was time and if we only covered all of the material. I'm eager to join your team, and I hope to see you at the end of the month. Thank you.